Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Hello. So I thought...
Oh, what the hell? Hello, welcome. This is a tutorial video.
Yes. Well, we're going to find out if perhaps what they say about NMIXX is true. The saying is that they are probably the best vocalists of the fourth generation.
Yeah.
Obviously, they had quite a rocky start with the perception of their introductory track, their debut track. It is what it is. It's good. I think it created enough conversation.
Baila, baila, baila.
Yeah, musically, there's some questionable choices there and there, but I think it did what it was meant to do. Create a good image of what NMIXX is, which was a mix of different things it can create. Now, you guys have requested this for a while. We just got around to it now. And they're covering Kill This Love by Blackpink with a live band, which is good.
It's a completely different version according to your warnings on the DMs.
Let's give it a watch.
Let's have a look.
Luckily, we have Vale, who is so sort of widely, what would you call it, knowledgeable in vocals. But go on.
It's live. It's a blast. It's amazing, and it's live.
Nice.
Oh, that is as if she practiced that.
Oh, she
Yes,
just did a
girl.
hardcore promo.
She did.
같이 하니까 너무 재밌어. 정말 멋있게 반주해주셔서
I love this
멋있게
beginning
잘
parts.
나올 수
This
있을 것
beginning parts
같습니다.
keep it live.
정말 나왔어요. 후회 없이 즐기다 가겠습니다.
Okay.
They also super cute though. And mixing it up.
Mix it.
Wow. Okay. Hard.
Here we go.
Hard. Love that.
I'm rooting for the girls, man.
This is gonna be. Oh. Okay.
천사 같은 하이 같은 악마 같은 boy 매번 미쳐졌던 하이리안 받지 않은 pride
Who knew this song could
Could
be
sound
a
like that,
ballad?
right?
What?
답이 없는 test 매번 서툴어도 yes 딱한 감정에 너의 알아주길 사랑해 Oh here I go kicking the door 가슴도 가글러져 Don't ever give me some more 알아서 매달려 벼랑 끝에 한마디면 don't like 해볼래 hey 따뜻한 떨림이 새빨간 설렘이 마치 예쁜 같겠지만 you might not get it Look at me, look you 누가 더 아플까 You smart 누가 you are
Dude, that's fucking
Shut the
outstanding.
front door! What?
That's an outstanding arrangement. It's also, you know, we have discussed this
Nice.
before. It's live lately. They do have, you know, a good set of post-production stuff.
This is one of those songs that they practice a lot in as an a cappella group.
Yes.
Like an a cappella,
I'd love to hear an a
like,
cappella version of this.
approach to this, like an acoustic approach to it. Again, I don't know how they rehearse for this screenings because they have a live band in the moment, so I don't know whether if the band sends over a track to practice with, and that's what they prepared with, or whether they have like like a sit sprub in theater where you sit with the band and actually run through the arrangements in the moment. I don't actually know, but if you know some of that information, please do integrate it.
Just a little disruption, because obviously we had the questions, and I thought it was appropriate to check them out in another environment for a bit. So in case, because I'm sure other people also have questions, I wonder how good they are in other environments or a cappella and stuff like that.
And they're so new as well to the whole scene, so
And because the question is, are they probably the best of the fourth generation? Vocally speaking, this is a good fucking argument towards it.
Okay,
She's
let's
very
have
impressive. I don't know her name.
Being so bad got me feeling so good. Showing
Girl!
you up like I knew that I would.
do that again.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. Sorry. Being so bad got me feeling so good. Showing you up like I knew that I would.
I mean, hard to tell strain and stuff like that from here, but
No,
it sounds
you can-
very vocally.
To be completely honest, Efra, this would be the environment in which you judge whether there's a lot of strain, whether
Right.
there's a lot of stress.
No, I meant it
Whether-
visually. I mean visual strain. I didn't mean it.
You can hear it. You can always hear it. A strain is something that you cannot hide, phonetically speaking.
Good
Like
news.
you would all if somebody is pushing, if
You're gonna
somebody
know.
you're gonna know. You're gonna hear that effort, and whether it's like fantastically mixed and you know, done all the makeup to it. I don't know what we were listening to a song yesterday, and one of the girls, I was like, damn, she's singing at the top of her range.
And that was in the studio version.
Yeah.
Can't remember what industry that was from, but yeah.
I don't know either, but I was like, woo, that called my attention, because when there's strain, when there's well, strain would be the wrong word, because you might be actually exerting way too much energy into that singing phrase, because it demands it, and it wouldn't naturally be sounding strenuous. But the effort, that type of energy,
Push.
you will hear that 100%, and people know, whether you are like a vocal connoisseur or not.
Yep.
Those are things that are undeniable. And in that particular clip, I don't know what her name is. I would love to know.
I think she's the one that did the intro. Like, it's a blast. It's amazing. It's
yeah.
I think it's her.
Marketing
Promo.
101.
Yeah. I think she speaks English as well, even her singing phrases.
I think she's Australian.
No way.
I think so, but I'm not 100% sure. I
Let us
don't know
know.
why I want to say that. But
we are learning more about NMIXX. So, but they are a very particular group, because I think obviously the debut track was such a, what would you call it, agglomeration of styles.
And it was so controversial from...
It wasn't controversial. It was just polemic
people,
in the sense
exactly.
of some people liked it, some people didn't.
It created a lot of thought process behind it. Like, it created... commentary.
Conversation.
People wanted to talk about it, which is great. I mean, what a great introduction into getting to know who they are.
Let's continue with this. It's live.
So far, I don't think it's like overly edited.
No.
In the sound wise, I think it's pretty fair to what you would get into this type of environment, regardless.
내 피눈물 흐르게 된다면 so sorry 누가 어떻게 너 약한 날 견딜 수 없어 낯서가 눈을 가린 채 사랑의 숨통을 끊어야겠어
very good.
She's outstanding. She's
outstanding.
Freaking brilliant.
They all are, though. The previous girl, holy shit. You know what would be interesting?
She has the tiniest waist as well.
Yeah, they're all very pretty, very well dressed. But
very nice.
what would be interesting is some of them would really do well if they do like reggae-like arrangements as well.
Oh,
in like a vocal manner.
God.
Yeah, that would be really intriguing
be
to see them
crazy.
experiment in that mix. And because the fact they are NMIXX, they could do a bunch of shit.
Exactly, like the possibilities are endless.
Go on, yeah.
I got to be honest though, the distortion, the guitar in the chorus, the type of progression I didn't see coming from such a jazzy approach to the beginning.
So I know the name of the musicians because they're in Korean at the end, and I can never read them.
Dude,
I want to message them.
What a bliss.
One message them with a thumbs up.
You
They're
did
so good all the
awesome.
time. Yeah.
It's like whoever arranged this, you deserve a cookie.
Cookies have a banquet.
You know the meme though?
No,
Give
I
this
don't.
man a cookie. Obama. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. It's always.
Like a sinner, it's a ball. I go boom. You look crazy, thank you, baby. Got me all messed up. His love is my favorite. Sadly, can be dangerous.
I love the arrangement.
She's very good.
Yeah, she's who I was talking about.
So wet, 내가 널 지우게 된다면 so sorry. I'm not sorry.
I love the chromatic harmony.
She's live. Dude,
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's fucking unreal.
I have to be honest, I think some microphones have less editing than others.
I don't think it's editing. I think, well, probably post-production, but I think it's also depending on the work they're doing.
Yeah.
Because I don't think all of them have like big...
Great point.
Sort of big belting sections. So
A lot
you
of
want to
people are
equalize
working
them.
on
Harmonies and chromatics. So you want to
Yeah.
equalize them and post-produce them in a manner in
More
which...
chorus, more phase.
Yeah, also you have a gate on each mic, right? Because if not, you'll
Absolutely.
catch fucking everything. You have a limit on specific ones. So I think that's probably what we're hearing.
Yeah.
But given the fact that so the three individuals that
raw.
are getting the big sort of belting lines, because all the members are singing obviously, but some of them are getting bigger lines which require different equalization on the mic. Those mics Dude, that's like 90-10.
That's like good. That's
like
a good
80-10.
90% on,
And
yeah.
I gotta tell you, I mean, there's no... We've had discussions about this on the channel. You go to different performances, and different performances require different equalizations, different amount of post-production, different amounts of requirements because of the labels. But in here, fuck me.
Yeah,
This is
JYP really said.
outstanding.
Yeah,
Go
JYP
on.
really say go raw.
Yes, yes, yes. Should use the China.
You see, it's mixed differently.
Yeah, that's class.
The guitar though, the electric guitar. Do you know?
Is that it? Mate,
No,
go
this
longer,
freaking-
mate.
This freaking band.
There's more though, isn't it?
Yeah, there is more, but I think they're just talking. Yeah. See, you hear the
breath.
the difference. Yeah. I want to hear more of that behind the scenes.
처음에는 진짜 엄청 떨리고 모르는 게 생각보다 엄청 많아서 이미 서서 걸으면서 하다 보니까 춤추면서 할 때랑 또 다른 커버로
Give me that footage.
Yeah, yeah.
좀더
This is what I love.
안무랑 같이 할 때 안 하게 급하게 시간이야 baby Come on now 내 급하게
Yeah, that's high level shit, dude.
Yeah. They do look super nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
성대를 쓰려고 엑서사이즈인데요. 뭔지 알아?
Yeah.
네,
Bunch of theatre kids.
성대를 붙여요. 연습을 얼마나 했어요?
Yes.
Seem to be decently versed.
I do.
겨울방학 때 연습생 들어왔습니다. 시리스로 연습을 얼마나 했냐?
They're so nervous.
Yeah, when you think too much about the question and you come up with like the wrong answer.
Dude, they're fantastic, dude.
They're
And
really good.
They're well versed in things, and they're willing. You know, they're talking about it and practicing in the appropriate manners beforehand.
Yes, that I it's warm. It's heartwarming to see them prepare for this stuff.
Nerve-wracking.
Yeah, in under such high pressure environments. I am rooting for
Very
these girls,
impressive.
big
Well,
time.
I've always been rooting for them because
I just thought that I have to be honest that debut really like didn't struck me.
yeah,
like,
Ballet wasn't the biggest.
I
fan
was
of
like,
it,
what? Questions,
there were some
right?
decent songs that sometimes when we sort of review them at the beginning, I'm like, I like them, or maybe I don't like them, and then Ballet dislikes them or likes them, and then there weren't bad songs; they were like decent songs. But with this one, it was
like
it seemed more like a promotional track rather than a debut track.
it was like you know those like track list promotions
Oh,
that
the
they
medleys,
do.
they're-
Yeah, the medleys that they do like to promote the album and stuff like that. That's what it sounded like to me, and I was like, it's just so disjointed. I can't really get into it.
But it
And
did its
even-
job. You know who they are. They're doing well.
Yeah, curiosity factor ticked. I mean, fantastic. But it's really cool to see them in a more, I don't know, like a human light.
Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, raw.
Yes.
Just think the environments like It's Life can do really well. If they sort of do them in this manner, that's fantastic.
이쪽에서는 밴드분들의 소리가 나오고 이쪽에서는 제 목소리가 너무 잘 들려서 너무 행복한 순간인 것 같아요. 감사합니다.
Oh, nice girl.
그리고 엄청 크고 저런 소리도 하니까 진짜 너무 재밌었어요.
Yeah, because it's so differently mixed and you're like in ears.
어떤 걸로 주세요? 다음에 완전체로
Oh, mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're in, believe me.
다음에 진짜 함께 우리 참여를 불러주세요.
Oh, they're adorable though.
Oh, so Genie wasn't there. Oh yeah, there's 7 of them. It's only 6.
저희가 그럼 마지막 인사드리고 마무리하겠습니다. 감사합니다. 네. 오늘 이치 라이브 초대해주셔서 너무 감사했고요. 너무 수고 많으셨고 그럼 지금까지 MIXX였습니다. 감사합니다.
You know,
Good stuff.
yeah, they always,
You see, that's what I think. They
That's
probably
class.
they're awesome. I love their personalities. I love what they bring to the table. This was a class performance. But
and
what
I do
like
have to say we are being overly critical in this sort of review because
absolutely
because
unfairly critical. To
not
some
unfairly,
extent. Yeah,
but
'cause
overly
it's like,
critical. No, because I am really interested in the fourth generation. Really, because the more successful and the better the talent pedigree is, the more, the longer their careers can be,
true.
and the more opportunities these girls have or the guys have, regardless of whatever happens in the next few years. Because if you have a good backbone,
You're consolidated,
and then you
yeah.
have popularity in terms backbone, in terms of technicalities, vocal pedigree, vocal health, you have a long career regardless. Because the two difficult things is gaining having good technique that increases your longevity, and having popularity. If you have both, whatever happens, because things can happen up and down. It's a very risky industry. It's unbelievable. Injuries, things can happen. You have a guaranteed future.
Yeah.
So, and look, we like them. They're nice individuals. And sometimes, the songs just get given to you and you have to make them work and stuff like that. The more we get to speak to some of these girls and some of these guys on the podcast, the more we get to realize this, and also conversations behind the scenes. And you root for them from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because, God, you just want everyone to be successful, because especially at that level where everyone's really good, right?
And the competition's high and
Yes.
constant, which I find that's one of the most difficult things about the Korean pop industry. That there's a constant demand, there's constant competition, there's no lows and downs, there's constant peaks.
Non-stop.
Yeah, it's pretty high intensity. So to find your group or your band to somehow be gaining a lot of traction for all the right reasons, I mean, you get a lot of things going right in there. And
They're very impressive.
This is really great.
If you'd like us to check out anything else, or perhaps we can do this kind of like a much more in detail sort of analysis of the vocals of a specific group or anything like that, do let us know, and we'll be more than happy to do so.
All right, goodbye.